God says, "My beloved child, listen closely now because this message is not an ordinary one. The heavens have watched your sleepless nights, the uncertainty in your heart, and the unspoken prayers that rise like whispers into the dark. Archangel Michael has descended to speak to you through divine timing, and the truth he carries will shake the ground beneath you. A government official, someone in a position of authority and knowledge, has set their eyes upon you. They have been observing you silently for reasons that will soon unfold. What they know about you is far more than you could ever imagine, but you must not fear. For this is not the beginning of danger, it is the start of your divine vindication. For months, the spiritual realm has been watching the way your life has been twisted by forces of misunderstanding, jealousy, and manipulation. There were people who spoke lies about you, building walls of deceit to block your blessings. They thought they could hide the truth forever. But God says no. What was hidden is being revealed now. What was buried under layers of falsehood is being uncovered by divine light. And that government official, the one who wants to meet you, is not coming to harm you. They are coming because something written in your name has reached the higher powers of this world. Heaven orchestrated this moment. You see, long before you even knew about this, angels were moving behind the scenes. Michael, the warrior of truth, was instructed to clear the path. He went to the places you cannot go, offices, data archives, restricted corridors, and whispered into the hearts of those who hold authority. They felt an unusual conviction, an unexplainable pull toward your name. They saw something pure, something unjustly hidden, and it made them question what they had been told. They want to meet you privately because what they have discovered could change your life forever. God says, "Do not be afraid." This is divine justice unfolding. You may have noticed strange coincidences lately, unfamiliar numbers calling, official-looking emails, or certain names appearing more than once. These are not coincidences. These are divine signs pointing to the moment that's about to come. Archangel Michael says that the person who wants to meet you carries a message that will lift a burden from your soul. They know about a document, a record, or a situation connected to your name that has been mishandled or hidden from you. They have the authority to correct it. And when they do, it will feel like a chain breaking off your spirit. God says you have been walking through a shadowed valley, misunderstood and underestimated. But what others tried to use against you is turning into proof of your integrity. Michael has seen it all, the sleepless nights, the people who turned away, the ones who pretended to love you while secretly plotting your fall. Heaven was silent not because you were forgotten, but because your story was being written in divine ink. It had to be revealed at the appointed time, and that time is now. The government official coming into your life is a messenger of that timing. Do you remember those moments when you almost gave up? When you thought, "No one sees what I'm going through"? God says, that was when I was watching you the most. Every tear you shed was counted, every word you whispered was recorded. You were never invisible. You were being protected for this very meeting, this divine intersection of heaven and earth. The one who wants to meet you has been chosen to carry out a part of God's plan, something that involves your vindication, restoration, and elevation. Archangel Michael says, "There's a file, a record, or a message with your name on it that holds truth which has been overlooked or intentionally hidden. The one who wants to meet you has already seen parts of it, and it has moved their heart deeply. They have realized that you are not who some people tried to portray you as. They see your strength, your purity, and your endurance. What they will say when you meet will bring clarity to questions you've carried for years." God says, "This is not a coincidence, it's divine arrangement. Be calm, my child. You may feel anxious wondering what this means, but heaven assures you that this meeting is wrapped in divine protection. You are safe. The angels are surrounding you as you read this. Michael stands guard over your path, and Gabriel has been assigned to guide your words when the time comes. Every syllable you speak will be infused with divine grace. You will not need to prove yourself, the truth will speak through your presence." God says, this official has been seeing signs too. They might have had strange dreams, unexplained emotions, or a persistent feeling to find you. That is how the Spirit works. It plants divine curiosity into hearts that are meant to connect. They have been instructed spiritually to reach you. They may not fully understand why, but they feel a powerful urge that won't let them rest until they speak with you. You are part of something sacred, an unveiling orchestrated by the divine realm itself. This is not only about justice, it's about destiny. You were meant to rise, and this meeting is one of the steps leading you there. God says, there is an opportunity hidden inside this revelation that will open a new chapter in your life. It could be financial, professional, or deeply personal, but it will align with your divine purpose. What once felt like loss will soon reveal itself as preparation. You were not being punished, you were being refined. Michael whispers, "Tell my child not to doubt this. Tell them that heaven has already paved the way." Even as you sit reading this, divine energy is shifting things in your favor. People who once ignored your calls will start reaching out. Situations that seemed stagnant will move suddenly. And that government official? They are not just coming for information, they are coming with favor. Something about your case, your name, or your life story has deeply touched them. They will go beyond duty to help you because heaven has softened their heart toward you. God says, this is the season of revelation. Every false word spoken against you will fall. Every hidden truth will rise. You don't need to seek revenge or prove anything. The divine plan is unfolding, and it's far bigger than your pain. Trust the process. Keep your heart pure, because your purity is your shield. Keep praying, even when you don't feel heard. The silence of heaven has been the sound of preparation. The night before this message reached you, Archangel Michael was seen standing with his sword of light raised high. He declared that your name will be cleared. He declared that the truth about you will be known not only by this official but by others in authority who once overlooked your worth. There will be conversations in rooms where your name will be spoken with respect. People who doubted you will feel a divine conviction in their spirit. That is the power of divine justice. It doesn't just vindicate you, it elevates you. God says, do not worry about timing. Everything is happening according to heavenly precision. The message that official carries is meant to reach you at a specific moment when you are emotionally and spiritually ready to receive it. If it had come earlier, you might not have recognized its divine purpose. Now, after all your trials, you are strong enough to step into the truth without fear. There will be signs before this meeting happens. Dreams, repeated numbers, songs, or even the sudden mention of a name you haven't heard in years. Pay attention to these signals. They are not random. They are heaven's way of preparing your soul for what's coming. Michael says, the moment my child sees the sign, their spirit will know. The heart will recognize what the mind cannot explain. God says, you will be surprised by how kind this person is. You might have expected cold professionalism, but instead you will feel warmth, understanding, and familiarity, as if your souls had known each other before. That is because this connection is spiritually aligned. It is part of your soul's contract with divine destiny. You are being placed in front of someone who has the power to open doors that were once sealed. In the coming days, you may feel strange emotions, anticipation, restlessness, or bursts of sudden peace. That's your spirit sensing movement in the unseen. Heaven is already working through human hands, shifting papers, opening files, and aligning paths. You don't need to force anything. Just stay open, stay calm, and stay faithful. God says, my child, you will not miss what is meant for you. What I have written for you cannot be erased by man. Archangel Michael adds, tell them to stay grounded. Tell them not to share too much too soon. This meeting is sacred, and not everyone should know about it. There are those who might try to interfere if they sense your breakthrough coming. Protect your energy. Stay silent until it happens. Heaven will handle the rest. And when it does happen, when you stand in front of that person, you will feel a stillness descend over you. That stillness is divine presence. You will see in their eyes that they know something deep about you, something they cannot explain logically. You will hear words that confirm things you only felt in your heart. You may even feel tears rise, not of fear, but of relief, because you will finally understand that all your pain had a purpose. God says, after this encounter, new doors will open swiftly. Opportunities, reconciliations, and recognition will follow. It will feel like a floodgate of blessings that had been waiting for this exact moment. You will understand that divine timing is never late, it is precise beyond human comprehension. Do not doubt this message. You were guided to read it because heaven wanted you prepared. The official who seeks you is not random, they are the vessel through which divine truth will flow. Their arrival marks the end of your waiting season. The angels rejoice because your story is about to turn. God says, I am your protector. No harm will come near you. You are under my covenant of light. The same hand that parted the Red Sea is clearing your path. The same voice that calmed storms is calming the chaos around you. And the same love that resurrected the broken will now raise you from the ashes of misunderstanding. So breathe, my child. Stand tall. You are not being summoned to be questioned, you are being called to be recognized. Heaven has gone before you. Michael walks beside you. The light of truth is behind you. Everything is aligned. Trust this process, for the reason behind it will indeed stun you, but it will also free you. You are safe. You are chosen. You are seen. God is with you, and nothing will go wrong with you. Trust Him. Pray to Him. And know that as you do, the divine meeting that will change your life is already being written into existence. God says, my beloved child, I am sending this message to you at a divine moment when the unseen world around you is moving in your favor. Heaven is stirring, and something extraordinary is being orchestrated on your behalf. You may not realize it yet, but what is unfolding behind the veil is something that will soon change the direction of your entire life. I need you to listen carefully, to stay still for a moment, because Archangel Michael is standing near you, and he has been commanded to deliver a message that carries great importance. This is not a coincidence. It is not an accident. It is a divine appointment, and I am speaking directly to your heart through this message. Archangel Michael says, there is a government official who knows more about you than you think. They have watched your path, your work, your endurance through hardship, and your faith when others doubted you. You were never invisible in the divine record, and even in earthly places of power, your light has reached further than you imagined. There are whispers around you, conversations in quiet rooms, and meetings you were not invited to, but your name has been mentioned, and what they spoke was not for harm. The truth will stun you, because what was once hidden is about to come into the open. Michael has been walking before you, removing obstacles, canceling plots that were meant to delay your destiny. There were moments when you felt that everything was collapsing, that every door was closing, and that you were forgotten. But heaven says, none of it was in vain. Every disappointment was a redirection. Every delay was divine protection. I hid you until the right time, because if you were revealed too early, they would have misunderstood your purpose. Now the right people are noticing, and this meeting that is being arranged is not ordinary, it is a part of the prophecy I spoke over your life long ago. You may have wondered why certain people were suddenly distant, or why you were called to spend time alone in prayer and silence. It was because the angels were repositioning you. They needed you to be in a place where you could hear my voice without interference. The time for confusion is ending, and the truth is about to unfold with clarity. This government official does not come to you as an enemy but as a vessel of divine revelation. What they will reveal will make you tremble for a moment, but after that, peace will flood your spirit because you will realize how divinely protected you have been. Michael says, you must prepare your heart and mind. Do not fear the unknown, for the unknown is where miracles begin. Heaven has been monitoring this situation for a long time. There are records written with your name on them, records that tell of what was done to you, the injustices you faced, and the way you still kept your faith through storms. Those records have reached higher courts, not the courts of men, but the courts of heaven. When those records were opened, I commanded Michael to intervene on your behalf, and that is when the eyes of those in authority were drawn to you. They were not looking for you before, they were led by my Spirit to find you now. My child, you must not be afraid of what is coming next. You may feel nervous because this involves power, influence, and matters beyond your understanding, but remember this, I am the one who promotes. I am the one who exposes. I am the one who lifts you from the ashes and places you before kings. What is happening now is part of your elevation. You were never meant to stay hidden forever. The light I placed in you is meant to reach nations. The words you speak, the purity of your heart, the love you give, it has all been preparing you for this very moment. When Archangel Michael says a government official wants to meet you, understand that this is not just a meeting, it is a divine intersection. Something about you carries a purpose that connects with their assignment. They are carrying information, but they are also carrying favor. You will notice that when you speak, the atmosphere will shift. They will feel peace, clarity, and conviction. It is not your power, it is mine flowing through you. The same power that protected Daniel in the lion's den, the same favor that elevated Joseph from prison to palace, is now upon you. There were those who tried to keep your name buried, who lied about you, who made sure doors were closed in your face. But I am the God who opens doors that no man can shut. Every tongue that rose against you in judgment will now be silenced. The same people who tried to discredit you will soon be silent witnesses of your breakthrough. What this official will reveal is part of a chain reaction. After this, others will come forward. One revelation will lead to another, and soon you will realize that everything connects, every trial, every prayer, every tear. I know there are nights you lay awake wondering if I truly see you, if I still hear your prayers. You have asked, "Why, Lord, am I still waiting? Why do I feel like nothing is moving?" But behind the silence, I have been building your destiny. Behind the quiet, I was moving the hearts of people in high places to notice your cause. My timing is never late. I waited until every piece was in position, because when I move, no one can undo what I have ordained. Archangel Michael says, "You are surrounded by divine security." Even now, the angels of protection are around your home, your family, your work, and your journey. You are not alone. This meeting that is being prepared will not bring danger, it will bring revelation. But Michael warns you to stay discerning. Not everyone who smiles carries light. Some will come to test your peace, to see if you are shaken easily. But do not let fear enter your heart. Walk with quiet confidence. Speak little, but listen deeply. The Spirit will tell you what to say and when to say it. The person you will meet knows something that has been hidden from you. It may concern your past, a document, a conversation, or a secret that someone tried to bury. But no secret can remain buried forever when I, the Lord, decide to reveal it. What is about to come to the light will justify your name. It will make sense of the confusion. It will restore what was lost. Some will be shocked by what they hear. Some will feel guilty for not believing you sooner. But through it all, you will stand strong because I am with you. You must begin to prepare spiritually. Spend time in prayer. Cleanse your heart from bitterness and fear. Do not carry resentment, because this next level requires peace, not anger. I am sending you into places where your humility will speak louder than your pain. The people in power who approach you will sense your purity, and that will open doors that no human recommendation could ever open. Michael says, even before this meeting happens, you will notice signs. You may receive a sudden call, a strange email, or someone might mention your name in a way that surprises you. Do not dismiss it as coincidence. It is heaven confirming that the message you are reading is true. When that moment arrives, take a deep breath and remember, you are not the same person who once feared rejection. You are a vessel of divine strength. The government official who seeks to meet you is being guided by divine impulse. They may not even fully understand why they are drawn to you. But I have placed your name in their spirit, and they cannot rest until they speak to you. What they carry is part of your next chapter, and through them, justice and restoration will begin to flow. Some things that were taken from you, opportunities, recognition, peace of mind, will begin to return. Do not rush. Do not push. Simply allow my will to unfold. Michael will make sure that every step is covered in light. If any force tries to interfere, heaven will intervene. The same sword that defends prophets, the same shield that protects the faithful, now surrounds you. Nothing formed against you shall prosper. Every negative voice, every rumor, every plot is dissolving as I speak this over your life. My child, this is your time to rise. You have waited long enough. I have seen the way you kept your integrity when others compromised. I have seen you choose kindness even when treated unfairly. You have been tested, but you did not break. That is why I am opening new realms of favor for you. What is about to unfold will prove that I never abandoned you. Michael says, this message must reach your heart before the meeting takes place, so you can stand firm and unafraid. When the official speaks, listen for my voice through their words. You will recognize it, because it will carry peace, not pressure. It will carry revelation, not confusion. It will carry purpose, not manipulation. That's how you will know it is from me. I know there are people who doubted your path. God says, my child, this message has been delivered to you with divine urgency, not by accident, not by chance, but by my command. You may not fully understand why this moment feels heavy in your spirit, but something is shifting. Archangel Michael has descended beside you right now, standing tall, his wings stretched wide as he whispers your name with authority and light. He says, be calm, child of God. A government official has been watching you, not in danger, but in awe. They have seen something that the world has not seen in you yet. They know more than you think, and they have been guided toward you by divine instruction. This official's interest in you is not random. It has been written in the scrolls of destiny long before you were born. You see, when you were crying in secret, when you were questioning your purpose and wondering if God had forgotten you, heaven was making a plan. The government official that wants to meet you in private is not coming to harm you, but to reveal something that has been hidden, something that carries your divine purpose. What they are about to say will stun you, because it's not just about politics or authority. It's about destiny, restoration, and divine elevation. You have been under observation, not by human eyes alone, but by angelic watch. The kingdom has been preparing you silently for a moment like this. God says, my child, this is the moment I told you about, when the tables would turn in your favor without warning. That person, the one who seems powerful, the one who seems unreachable, has been touched in their dreams. Archangel Michael has appeared to them and whispered, find the chosen one. Find the one who carries the light. And that one is you. You may wonder why such a person would be interested in you, but God reminds you that He lifts the humble and confounds the wise. There is something divine about your story that will soon make sense. Every rejection, every setback, every closed door was part of your training ground. You weren't being punished, you were being positioned. The world couldn't see what heaven was building inside you. You had to go through isolation so that when this moment arrived, no one could take credit but God. Archangel Michael is commanding you not to fear this encounter. You might feel nervous, unprepared, or uncertain, but God says, you are ready. I have prepared your heart and your words. You won't need to rehearse or strategize, because when you open your mouth, the Spirit of the Lord will speak through you. The official will recognize your anointing, even if they don't fully understand it. They'll sense peace when they hear you speak, and they'll feel something in their spirit that they can't explain. That's my presence, says the Lord. Right now, heaven is aligning things behind the scenes. The angelic realm is at work on your behalf. Archangel Michael is guarding the path you are about to walk on. He's cutting off every plan of confusion, every spirit of sabotage, and every whisper of doubt. You are being moved from obscurity to visibility, from waiting to witnessing. The conversation that's about to happen will open a door that no human can close. God says, "Do not be afraid of power, for I have given you authority. Do not fear human ranks, for I have crowned you with divine favor." When the official comes to you, remember that they are not above you, they are sent to you. They may appear as one with influence, but in truth, they are part of heaven's strategy to place you where you belong. You carry something sacred, and they've been drawn by the light within you. You must prepare your heart. Pray tonight, not in fear but in gratitude. Thank God for what is about to unfold. The meeting will come suddenly, you won't expect it. It might begin as a small message, an email, a call, or a random encounter. But your spirit will know. You will feel the stillness of heaven before it happens. Your surroundings may shift slightly, the air might feel thick with divine presence, and your heart will quicken. That's the sign. When it happens, don't panic. Simply say within your heart, "Lord, guide me." Archangel Michael says, the reason they want to meet you will stun you. What you thought was a mere coincidence will turn out to be the unveiling of a divine assignment. You are connected to something bigger than you know. The government official knows secrets that were hidden from you, not to hurt you, but to reveal a shocking truth that will liberate you from confusion and injustice. There is a file, a document, a name that has been connected to you. For a long time, it was buried. But heaven says, it is now being brought to light. That's why this official was instructed to meet you. They are part of a divine exposure, not of your downfall, but of your deliverance. You have been misrepresented, misunderstood, and mistreated, but now, the truth is about to surface. You will learn that someone tried to use your name, your identity, or your image for purposes you didn't authorize. But before it could destroy you, Archangel Michael intervened. That's why your spirit has been restless, because heaven has been fighting for you behind the veil. The government official carries part of the evidence. They know who tried to harm you, but they also know that God protected you. This meeting will be the beginning of your restoration. God says, My child, do not underestimate what I am doing. This is not a random message, this is prophecy in motion. You are being vindicated. Everything that was taken from you, your peace, your credibility, your opportunities, is about to be restored sevenfold. The people who doubted you will soon witness how God can turn a private pain into a public testimony. The official might speak softly, almost hesitantly, as if unsure of how much to say. But listen carefully. There will be phrases that stand out, words like records, connection, or unusual pattern. Those are your divine markers. When you hear them, understand that heaven is confirming what was prophesied long ago, that you would be known not for scandal, but for divine strength. Michael says, you will not be alone. The moment you walk into that meeting, you'll feel a presence surrounding you. It's not fear, it's divine protection. Angels will stand at every corner of the room. You may not see them, but you will feel them. If you feel warmth in your chest or pressure around your shoulders, know that's Archangel Michael's wings wrapping around you. God says, when they ask questions, answer with truth. You do not need to defend yourself, your innocence already speaks. The Spirit will give you the right words. Every sentence will carry power. Your calmness will disarm them. They will sense something beyond human explanation, divine favor. This is not just a meeting. It's a prophetic transaction. God is exchanging your past for your promise. You are walking into a season where hidden things will no longer control your destiny. The walls that confined you spiritually are collapsing. The same people who once ignored your existence will soon say, "How did this happen?" The answer is simple: God's timing. For years, you prayed and nothing moved. For months, you felt forgotten. But now, heaven has declared, the delay is over. Every angel assigned to your case has been activated. Archangel Michael leads them with a sword of light, cutting away every obstacle. You may feel energy surges, chills, or unusual calm. That's confirmation. Tonight, before you sleep, talk to God like a friend. Tell Him you're ready to walk into your destiny. Ask Him to fill your heart with peace and confidence. And when you wake up, do not be surprised if you sense urgency. That's your sign that the divine meeting is close. Archangel Michael says, the truth will stun you, but it will set you free. There's something this official knows that others kept hidden, something that explains the strange setbacks and silent opposition you faced. You were never cursed, you were chosen. That's why darkness tried to distract you. That's why people betrayed you. But heaven was never silent. God says, this is your hour of recognition. The meeting will be a turning point. After it, new doors will open, opportunities, resources, and alliances that were once impossible. You will walk with confidence, knowing heaven backs every step. You've suffered enough. The tears you shed in secret have reached the throne. The loneliness you felt wasn't punishment, it was preparation. Now, I, the Lord, am stepping in. The people who ignored you will soon seek your counsel. The one who doubted your worth will watch you rise in divine authority. Michael says, do not let fear win. When the message comes, answer it. When the opportunity arrives, accept it. You are not walking into danger, you are walking into destiny. My child, you are under divine protection. Your name is written in the book of light. No force of darkness can touch what I have ordained for you. Walk boldly. Stand tall. Speak gently. The world will soon know that the one they overlooked carries a heavenly seal. You are safe. You are chosen. You are seen. Heaven has spoken, and it will not return void. God says, rest tonight knowing that you are not alone. Archangel Michael stands by your side. The meeting will come, and when it does, remember, it's not man choosing you, it's me revealing you. My child, listen carefully, because this is not an ordinary moment in your life. Heaven has stopped time for a brief second to reach you right now. God has whispered into the heart of Archangel Michael, and Michael himself has bent down from the celestial gates to speak directly into your soul. There is something happening that you cannot see yet, a divine orchestration that has been set in motion behind the walls of power. A government official, someone who moves in silence and authority, has been guided toward you. They are not coming by chance. They have been shown your name, your face, your story, and what they know about you will leave you stunned. God says, do not be afraid when you hear this, because I have already gone ahead of you. This official has seen something that connects you to a divine mystery you didn't even know you were part of. They were shown something, a document, a vision, a moment that made them stop and question everything. It could have been your name appearing where no one expected it, or your face being recognized by someone in high authority. But what matters is not how they found you. What matters is why. The truth, my beloved, is that heaven has used this moment to draw attention to your life. You have been hidden in the shadows long enough. You have endured injustice, delay, rejection, misunderstanding, and yet, through it all, you never stopped believing in something greater. You may not realize it, but your faith has become a